Are you intrigued or inspired by the wonders of the natural world and the agricultural industry? Are you concerned about the impacts modern production practices and shifting weather are having on the natural and working lands and want to be part of the solution? In this Conservation Counts series, our conservation planners are on a quest to gain a deeper understanding of why agroecology and innovation matters, and explore how you could contribute your unique skills, passion, and superpowers in one of the greatest opportunities of our time, a mission to maintain healthy soils, clean water, and a resilient agricultural industry. So join us as we discover some of the most surprising and extraordinary conservation careers and the people that are leading the way in protecting and preserving our state's most valuable resources and our relationship with our natural and working lands.
My name's Steve Turner. I have a family farm operation here located in northwest Illinois in the Cass, Mason County area. Farm with my wife Lori and our two adult sons, Brandon and Jacob. Have a very diversified farming operation. We have everything from the traditional corn, soybeans, wheat, and we also have canning green beans, popcorn, pumpkins, and we also have livestock, a cow-calf operation, and we also raise some cereal rice sometimes for use of our cover crops. Conservation works all through our farm. Really, it starts with we have a real diverse soil types. We got everything from sand to which we have center pivot irrigation on to in Mason County mainly. Then when we go into Cass County, we have a lot more timber soil and hills and some highly erodible ground. So that way we're utilizing some dry dam structures and waterways, and we're always using residue management. And in both counties we use cover crops. I will say with the cover crops, cereal rye, our main one. We don't do every acre. We do select areas where we think we benefit the most from it. The spring of the year or even through the winter, that uncovered ground, when you get 30, 40 mile an hour winds, we always talk about, and history shows the Dust Bowl days of the 30s. Well, we can be a mini Dust Bowl over here in Mason County. You don't have to have an agronomy background to understand when rain falls, you want it to hit the residue to slow it down. When it starts hitting dirt and continues to hit dirt, that's when it gets wet. That's when it wants to wash dirt, and that's what we're trying to keep from doing there. Because when you wash dirt, you wash away fertilizers. You're just ruining a lot of your productivity. And let's face it, that's not a good environmental thing. I grew up riding with my dad with a moldboard plow. You turned the residue over. Matter of fact, you weren't doing a good job if you left any. You wanted to turn all that over for that to decay in the ground, and that was the way it was done. We've evolved a lot since then. I think when farmers can get rewarded for some of the things they do, and I think some of them they'll find out some of the practices they've been doing, there's a benefit to that. I think that whole process of education and see if they're interested is just evolving and just starting. There again, I'll come back to the carrot and stick approach. It has to be incentive based in that farmer making that decision, because there again, if you come out here and try to tell me to start doing things over my whole fields, I'm going to be very defensive and very doubting on something like that. And other farmers will have their same situations, probably feeling the same way. And I think as myself, I'm reading and studying as much as I can on this, but it's new. We got a lot to learn, and with anything new we try out, is everything we've done on the Bell Turner family farm succeeded? No. And that's always the tough part about it. Some things we do work out, some things they don't, or some things that maybe not so much it doesn't work out. It's what do you do to change and fine tune it to make it work? And that's a lot of what farming is out here anymore. What I like to say about being a farmer, first thing that pops in my mind with that is when I started farming, my father-in-law, Morris Bell, gave me some advice, and I've shared this to my sons too. You know what? If you want to get rich, this is not where to do it. You're not going to get rich. I remember looking at him then, what do you mean? He says, now, if you want to lead a good, healthy lifestyle and have some tough times, but overall make a decent living for your family and raise a family, it's a good business and a good way of life. And I always said, well, is farming a business or is it a lifestyle? Well, I believe if you treat it like a business, it can be a very good lifestyle. My wife Lori and I, we would have not traded anything to have the environment of this farm to raise our children and what we did right there on the farm. There's just so many. It's a good environment. I wouldn't have traded it for anything.